So everybody, James with another video, and today I went to the Heroes and Legends convention in W5! For those of you who don't know what I just said, don't worry, you'll figure it out. Obviously, I went to W5, where I got this awesome t-shirt! Heroes and Legends. Sorry, bad cough I've got again. And before I get into a number of things, number one, Transformers Rescue Bots, Optimus Prime. It's a shame they didn't have G1 Optimus. Oh well. Just actually before I get into other stuff, I need to find something other than that awesome piece of paper that has something totally awesome on it that I will show you later. My phone, yes. Before I think this is my phone and I need to reduce the brightness of it. Ah, that's better. Now you guys can see it. I'm gonna go into gallery. Today at W5, on the Heroes and Legends website, it actually said that there was a 24-foot on Optimus Prime. And there it is. If you can see it, good. I know there's a shine on it, sorry about that, but the thing was huge. 24 foot tall. And they had other things. They had Star Wars, they had Predators, and aliens and Predators or whatever. They had Star Trek, and they had so little Star Trek. But who cares, I'm not a Star Trek fan. They had Batman. They had a 24-foot tall Optimus Prime, which was the only Transformers thing there. That sucked! But, my coughing. Just kidding. But they had a lot of Doctor Who, and they had the actual DeLorean that they used in Back to the Future. Whoa! Whoa! And you know what the cool part is? Northern Ireland actually made the DeLorean that they used in Back to the Future. So that was pretty awesome that we got it back. Obviously they had a lot of t-shirts and stuff on sale. The only problem I found was they were selling Transformers, but it was like those Creo stuff. At some point in the future I do intend to buy some Creo stuff, but at the minute they look stupid. I mean, like, they're not actual Transformers. Excuse me. You build them up into a robot, and to turn them into a vehicle, you actually have to take them apart and rebuild them into a car or whatever its disguise form is. How boring is that? But another thing was, Darkman Voyager Sentinel Prime's gun I actually found. It was down the side of my bed, and here's what it's like. His giant mech-tech weapon, to which you push down here, lock into place, and it is a huge gun. So there's that. But stuff that I actually bought from the exhibit from W5 is, number one, a W5 sharpener, because I'm boring. Obviously, I bought this totally awesome t-shirt worth only £15. Yeah, that thing cost 99p. And I got a very, very well sort of detailed Transformers Prime wheeljack. Yes! There was an actual guy there called Nick Ross. Not Nick Ross. Nick Ronch. Nick R-O-C-H-E. For those of you who know how to pronounce it, you know, figure it out. But the guy was awesome. He was actually there drawing Transformers. I think he's a guy who does like cartoon sketches and all that for Transformers comics. You know, other cartoons and all that. But the guy was awesome at them. He before I actually got there, he was actually drawing another kid, a wheeljack, and I would have asked for two, but really he could spend between 10 and 15 minutes just drawing one of these, so it was going to take long, and a lot of people were asking. So Wheeljack looked the most obvious. Besides, I really do want to get Wheeljack whenever the toy comes out. But he drew me Wheeljack, and he looks totally awesome. The only problem was that he was drawing in with black and with just like black and grey pens, you know, like artists do, so you can actually see just the imprint on the back there. So I actually took to the liberty of colouring in some of my own. You see the red parts here, the two red streaks, the Autobot symbol, and his eyes, which are blue. And his mouth guard, and these little G1 piece, oops, and these actual G1 pieces here. I've all repainted that, you know, colored it in, should I say, to my own sort of liking, and it looks totally awesome. Um, by the way, the exhibit or the convention itself lasts for 3 days. It goes from it started yesterday, it went through today, and if you want to get one last chance at it, it goes on tomorrow, and then that's it. But there are other guys there like Necronch, or whatever, or however you pronounce that, Colin Baker, actors, actresses, you know, guys like them from big movies. A Northern Irish actor who's in Game of Thrones. Never got the chance to meet him though. Sad. Just kidding. But you know, there is a lot of stuff there, and you know, tomorrow's your very, very last chance to go to it. If you live in Northern Ireland and you're desperate to go see it, it's in W5 in the Odyssey. I highly recommend you go to it. If you want to buy stuff, it's mainly, and I'm actually going to be serious at this, a lot of the stuff that they were selling, like, you know, collectibles and all that, were really Star Wars, because they had those really cheap lightsabers, dual-headed lightsabers that were like Jedi blue, a lot of collectible action figures. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, I'll admit, but if I was, I would have been dying about it. But I'm not a Star Wars fan, so I wasn't dying about it. The really, really unfortunate part about it was I didn't get the chance to meet one of my good friends from YouTube, Autocons1. You know, I said I would have met him there, and I was actually going to give him my Dark to the Moon Jolt. Unfortunately, there were a lot more people showed up than I actually realized there would have. So unfortunately, sorry, scratchy ear. Unfortunately, I couldn't find him. Too many people, and unfortunately that was it. But as for the guy himself, Necronch, who actually did this highly awesome wheeljack picture, to which I will have framed, and you never know, you might actually see it over there. And you know, he was doing a lot of stuff, and he actually had a big sort of poster of all the Transformers fans, except from all the Transformer Prime figures or characters, not humans, just sort of like the Autobots and Decepticons. The only character missing was Knockout. So if you intend to go and you intend to find Knockout, you're not going to get him. But there were other guys, most of them anyway, and here's a brief example. Cliffjumper, RC, Bumblebee, Bulkhead, Optimus, Ratchet, Wheeljack, as you can see, Megatron, Starscream, Breakdown, Skyquake, Aviacon, Soundwave, Arachnid, who else? I think that's about it. I know I'm missing two. But that's most of them anyway. And for those of you interested, there are 3 shirts that come in this size: small, medium, and large. I'm currently wearing a medium. They're pretty big, and if you're a big person, I won't go into any other details. If you're a big person, large. If you're a tiny person, small. But in my case, I'm a teenager. I'm almost 14 3/4 now. Awesome! I wear this. I'm just thinking about other things. By the way, guys, if you think it's a little dark in that corner, you're probably right, because that big light up there, to which the camera cannot really tell, is called, believe it or not, a Megatron. It has 3 bulbs on it, and the bulb facing the door is either loose or it's blown. I'm not actually sure about that, but I think my parents have decided to go cheap, and to reduce the electricity, they've, you know, got one of the lights out. So that's their plan. No, I'm just kidding. They just, I'm only messing. The bulb's either loose or it's blown, but either way, I'm gonna get it replaced. Now, guys, on the latest episode of Equals 3 from Ray William Johnson that I watched, on one of the latest ones, it actually showed you this. Apparently, this teenage girl in America, you know, went on Facebook and started blabbing about her parents, or specifically her dad. But then her dad actually made a video and posted it on YouTube, and he kind of gave her a very, very, very bad punishment. He's probably gonna grind her or whatever, but it gets worse. He actually took her laptop, and since the Americans are, you know, our cousins in America are licensed to have guns, he took his giant shotgun and shot the laptop. Yeah, he actually took his gun, put bullets in it, and used the bullets to put giant holes in her laptop, specifically around the screen area. So the moral of the story is, and this goes for everyone, if you post if you post or slabber or gossip or whatever about your parents on Facebook, they're probably gonna take serious revenge and host their revenge on YouTube. So Facebook, blah blah blah. Finally, looking about, I'm bored. That's why I do most of my videos. As I said, the Heroes and Legends convention continues tomorrow. If you're a big Star Wars fan, they've got plenty of stuff. You will not be bored. But for me, I got a little bored after an hour and a half. Yes, I actually spent that long there. At least I think I did. But they sell these t-shirts. I will be keeping mine. If I get bored, it will go to you, someone in the audience. And that is it for now. I thank Nick Ronch for this awesome Transformers Prime Wheeljack poster. I will customize it more to my own expectations. And that is it for this boring video. Finally, I need to get life. Just kidding. Alrighty, this is NightSlash2020Jr. Subscribe to my channel for videos and more. And before I do that, I found out that almost 6 or 8 people actually unsubscribed to my channel the other day. What gives, guys? Okay, I know my videos are boring, but how come? You know, I was over 150 subscribers. Now I'm down by almost 10. That makes me feel sad. All the more reason I need to get a life. And now I end the video. Alright, this is NightSlash2020Jr. Subscribe to my channel for videos and more. Like me on Facebook by searching for NightSlash2020Jr. Kaishian, the guy who I'm starring in his Transformers stop motion series as Orion Pax, recently uploaded the 9th episode, or the 4th episode of it. It's a much longer episode. Go check it out. I sound totally awesome at it, no offense. But that's it for now. Like me on Facebook and blah blah blah. And until next time, peace out, people. Rock on. Rock on.